This is Jim Emter of Ahn Co, Alexander, Minnesota, with your closing grain and livestock comments for July 14th, 2020. Corn down 2 3/4, beans up 4, Chicago wheat up 2, Minneapolis up 1 to steady, Kansas City down 6 3/4. In the grains today, another private sale of over 1.7 million metric tons of new crop corn. We also saw a private bean sale today for the new crops, but just couldn't put it together in any major fashion as rains continue to be around the long-range GFS and European models, and that takes a bit of edge off the market, at least at this juncture. Need to keep in mind that the WASDE report from last week really wasn't overly bearish, so it's just kind of a component of this weather model dragging on the markets to some degree. Seasonally, it's a time that markets tend to slip, but hopefully we can find some traction here, and the key now is to hold up around this area here, and if we can, it still leaves some hopes within these markets to try to extend back to the top side in time, but we're going to need to continue to see good demand and possibly a lag in some of these weather models of what we actually get in rain versus what is actually forecasted at this point. The storms will move across over the next few days, the eastern belt, so market will be on pins and needles watching that here. Feeder cattle down 32.5, live cattle down 85, hog market down 135, so a negative day there. President Trump does have a Rose Garden kind of special conference here this afternoon at 4 o'clock. We'll be watching that with some intent to see what he speaks on. May or may not be related to ag markets, but when we get these special sessions, we'll at least need to pay attention. The meat market's just kind of stuck in a lull here a little bit, trying to extend, stuck near the top end of this cattle market and feeder cattle market. Hog market just trying to get something going off the bottom here and just struggling to really extend right now. So we'll see in the days ahead if we can't get some underlying token. We are getting some cash convergence to futures right now, up in the north at least in the cattle market, but hog market continues to be a slippery slope as we need to see demand improve. This has been Jim Emter of Ahn Co, Alexander, Minnesota. Trading in futures and options involves risk of loss and is not suitable for all producers. Past performance is not indicative of future results. This is a solicitation. Have a great afternoon.